Hello guys, welcome to Daily Tech. Hope you're doing well. Samsung has released a new app called Registar, and this app was released yesterday, so it's been one day out in the wild, and I can tell you it's a pretty interesting app to have, and we'll go through the reasons why. The first thing I'll tell you is, if you do download this app, Registar, you will not be able to find it directly in your app menu. So if I also type reg to see what pops up, as you can see, nothing will come up. So if you wanted to access this app, you would have to go through. Good luck. However, this is Registar here, so we're gonna tap on it. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't look appetizing, but what it does is pretty interesting. Now, customize your settings home, and the first thing you see here is menu order and group settings. Now, what this does is it allows you to make changes to your settings. This is quite interesting, so let me show it to you. In your settings right here, right, you've got the connections, the connected devices, you've got the modes, routines, and all these items here. So what this allows me to do is it allows me to change the order of these items here. So if I wanted modes and routines somewhere down here, I can move it down here to the display, and once I save it, right, I'm going to go back in here. Watch, modes and routine, they're currently right here, but once I open the app, it's going to refresh and jump down to the display section. There you go. So it's done that. It's just moved it. So if there are settings which you would prefer to be at the top, if it's for you is the connections or connected devices, you can move them to the top to give you easier access. I've made a mistake there. What I could do is tap and hold and revert to the changes I've just made. But if you've already saved those changes, you won't be able to revert it. So what you could do then is go hit on reset, and it will reset everything to how it was before. Now, when I look at modes and routines, I feel like this settings here should be on its own. It should not be in proximity with sound and vibration and notifications. So what I could do is I could separate the mode and routine and have it be its own separate settings. And what I could do is this middle settings here, I'm going to press and hold, and as you can see, it says create a new group. So what I'll do is tap on create a new group, and what it does is it separates modes and routine. And once I save it and I come back here, look at it here, modes and routine is still connected. I can press and hold, and it's now separated. So in your settings here, it shows the name which you've put there. So if you've got your name there and you want to have your name connected to your device, but you don't want your name showing right here, what you could do is come here and say choose a nickname, and once you change back there, it uses the nickname, which would be like for me. However, there's another important bit, which is hide an email address. As you can see here, the email address is listed above there, but if you don't want that email address shown at all, even if some part of it is blocked out, you could jump right here and tap on that which says hide an email address, and the moment you switch back, your email address is gone. So every time you open up your device, it just doesn't show. So this just gives you a little bit more customization in terms of the privacy surrounding your device, right? So this is the settings change history, and what it does, it keeps a catalog of changes that you've made. So what I did first was, because I was going to record a video, I decided to turn on do not disturb, right? And that is pretty accurate. I turned it off at 12:01. Then the next thing I went to do was to change my screen timeout to 5 minutes, because my usual screen timeout is around 30 seconds, and 30 seconds would elapse and my phone screen will go dark while I'm talking and trying to explain what is going on here. And the next dark mode here was around 12:24, which I believe I changed it just to show something. So those are the changes that happened in your settings and what time it happened. It's just a log. So if you like this, you can keep it on. If you don't, you can turn it off. Item you have here is the search options. Don't get confused. This search options is only in the settings, right? When we jump into it, it says display policy menu order. And what this does is, at the moment, this is your current settings menu. If I was to search for ADE, right? What it does is it shows you everything it thinks that might have that ADE. But the good thing it does is it keeps the results targeted to the app's text reader, and you know what the app is for. You know it is for the Bixby Vision settings. And if you go for show reader mode button, you know it affects internet settings, and preload, it affects Samsung keyboard. But if you would like it in a more accurate format, you could change that, and then it looks this way. Now, I don't like this way because this just looks cluttered. I would like it to be the way it was before, or this might just be my bias to change, but I think the other method looks better. The other thing here is when you go back right here and you tap on the search button, you see all those tags right here. If this tags is something that bothers you, you can turn these tags off. But if this is not something you want, you can hide the tag suggestion. And once you jump back in there, you can see the tag suggestion is gone. I've tried to work on this allow creation of shortcuts, which should be allow creation of tags. So yeah, I've not been able to figure out that allow creation of a shortcut. So if you know what that does, do let me know, because I would really like to know. Back tap action, right? So if I was to turn it on and it says event detection notification, right? Event detection notification. So show a toast pop-up when a back tap event is detected. No, I'm good. Enough with the notification. So right, so I can double tap. Let's see what I would want to double tap to. To start a pop-up window. Interesting. I would like to start a pop-up window, but for what app, right? And this will be a triple tap. What I'm going to do with a triple tap is I'm going to say take a screenshot and double tap to start a pop-up window. So let's give it a try. So let's start with double tap. So what app? Let's see if it will open whichever app you're currently using in a pop-up window. So we're going to do tap tap. Oh, so that's pretty good. It could be faster, but I guess first it has to register it, then act upon. Okay, so let's go for the triple tap, right? So there is something interesting about this triple tap, because as you can see, it says take and share screenshot. Because normally if you use this method right here, it takes a screenshot and it gives you these options. It doesn't do anything. You have to do something yourself. However, if I was to triple tap, but as you can see, it takes a screenshot, but then it brings up the share icons. So this will be the side key, press and hold action, right? So we jump in, and if we toggle it on, it gives you various options. As you can see, take and share screenshot, access your Google Assistant, turn on and off live caption. That there is a holy grail for me. So I would either go for turn on and off live caption or mute and unmute all volumes. Let's say I'm watching a video and I do not want to increase the sound because, you know, I'm somewhere where I don't want to be loud. I just want to get what's being said in the video. Okay, so I play the video, you can see it's playing, and I'll just press and hold, and the live caption pops on, and I can see what's being said. All right, so let me increase the volume and now see if it matches what's been said.
Stroke is so accurate and non-delayed, it's not blowing. Sometimes we become so accustomed to technology around us that we fail to take a step back.
So if you wanted to use your side key as for something like this, then yeah, this would be my preference for it. Let me know the various ways you've used your Registar app to customize your device or to get more out of your device. And, you know, do remember to keep yourself safe and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.